Hello again. A beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Feels good to be alive. I hope all is well. Let's get right into it. It's going to be a short one today. The first blacks in Harlem were actually a small group of 17th century slaves of the Dutch West India Company. They built the original road between Lower Manhattan and Harlem and worked the farms and estates of what was then undeveloped marshland and countryside. As more Africans were shipped in to build the colony, the majority were concentrated in Lower Manhattan, where the first 11 African captives had landed on the island in 1625. They and those that followed were imported by the Dutch to clear timber and construct the city's roads and buildings. They worked in captivity for 200 years until New York abolished slavery in 1827. Emancipation set free 10,000 slaves in Manhattan, but they found their economic conditions little changed, confined as they were to the lowliest positions and facing steep competition from newly arrived immigrants. Their tenuous condition and the state of race relations in general reached a nadir in the city during the Civil War draft riots of 1863, when Irish immigrants launched a 5-day assault on freed slaves in Lower Manhattan. That's all I want to share today, pretty quick. There goes that word again, competition. I want to focus on that New York abolished slavery. I'm not sure about you all, but it's not often that we hear about the North, about New York and slavery. Slavery's always been tied to the South. And it's not common to hear it, associated with the North, like when New York abolishing slavery. Like, that's pretty mind-blowing. And then it says that those who were set free found it difficult to find, a way to live, because they faced steep competition from the newly arrived immigrants. And, those immigrants, again, saw those free black people as competition. Now, was it hate? It could have been a mixture of hate, jealousy. But why would the Irish immigrants launch a 5-day assault on freed slaves? Like, were they mad that, some of the free slaves didn't have to go to war and they did? Or were they mad that some of the free slaves were starting to get rights over them? It's a mess, man. Competition. One group against another, fighting for resources, fighting to survive. History is very, very interesting, but the more I read about history, it's starting to show how, much has not changed between groups of people as far as mentality and just the struggle and the want to survive and the need to survive. So just want to share that quick little passage for today. And I will check back in tomorrow to keep sharing. And now I'm going to share what I am watching. The film today is Black Box. It's on Amazon Prime. I believe it's a Amazon original. And it deals with this man right here. He's trying to figure out a way, find out how to get his memory back. He lost his memory during a car crash. And now he's trying to go through great lengths to get his memory back. He has Felicia Rashad helping him to to gain his memory. It's a pretty interesting movie. It definitely has a plot twist to it, so I can't show or say too much. I want you guys to enjoy it for yourself. But this movie is pretty interesting. This actor right here, this guy, I forgot his name. I should have looked it up before the video, but he's really good. He's a really good actor. He's been in the latest Jurassic Park and many things. He's in a movie. He stars in a movie also on Netflix. I think it's called Cork or something to that nature. He's like a sommelier. He like deals with wine and things like that, and he has this dream of being the best sommelier. Pretty interesting. It's cool to see like this black guy try to be like super into wine. Just a cool and different story, man. I love stories like that. I love stories where when it involves black people, the story is not about black people being black. It's just, about a story about a person who wants to become something and they just happen to be black. Like I love those type of stories where it's not so obsessed and focused on the skin color and, being black and all that. It's just showing them be a doctor or be an assassin or trying to get their memory back. I love stories like that. But yeah. And, of course, it's important to have those stories where it focuses on our blackness as well, because that's, very important, because unfortunately in this country, that's something that we deal with on a day-to-day regular basis for decades. So, but yeah, the story is really good. It's called Black Boxes on Amazon. Check it out. There's the great Felicia right there. But check it out if you can. It's really good. And you guys take care, and I will check in mañana. Take care.